Everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for another hashtag 50 stack challenge 6. This is a 25-week prompt assignment challenge. Each week I draw 2 prompts out of my bag. All the prompts are in the bag from the beginning. You can jump into this at any time that you want. I want to put that out there. I draw 2 prompts, 1 prompt each for like 2 pieces of ephemera. So for example, because I know I didn't say that right, but last week the first one I drew was number 29, paper strips. So I used strips of paper on this tag base, or cut it into a tag base after the fact, but anyways, to make 2 pieces of ephemera with paper strips. So but also know you don't have to make your whole piece out of paper strips. You could use 1 paper strip on whatever kind of ephemera you want to make to fulfill the challenge. So don't feel like, oh, I have to do something crazy wild with paper strips. You can just use 1 paper strip and it's fulfilled. So no worries there. And then number 30 last week was map. So I did this piece with an old map as my whole background. But again, you could just use a piece of a map on a tag, with whatever other items that you want to use. So don't feel like you have to only use whatever the prompt is. You can use anything you want. You just need to use, whatever that one item is per piece. So don't try to, break your brain trying to think of stuff, because it's actually pretty easy and it's really just meant to be fun. Oh, that paper isn't going to help us do anything. So we're on 31 and 32. So 31 is wings. Number 31, wings. So that can be like a Tim Holtz paper doll with butterfly wings on it. You could do something like that, or something entirely different. You could just put a butterfly or a bird on whatever it is you're making. So it can be very simple, or if you want it to be more difficult, it can be. And number 32, rubber stamp. So just use a rubber stamp on whatever. And when I say rubber stamp, I know we always, go to this, but you can use silicone. That doesn't matter. You can use, I just put rubber stamp on here so that there wouldn't be confusion between postage stamp or rubber stamp. You know what I mean? That's why I wrote it like that, but just a stamp, whatever you want to use. All right, so I'm going to get some things together and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So the first one we're going to work on is wings. That's number 31, wings. So I was very kindly asked to make a digital of paint chips because you can't get them in some places. So I have done my best on this. I tried first scanning a whole bunch of these and trying different things to get like a good scan, but I just couldn't get a good scan. The other issue is copyright on the names of the paint colors and all of that. So I have to go through and either change all the names or erase all the names. And then when you do that, you can kind of see it. I did manage to do a few in that winter kit that I did, but since I was just doing a few, it was fine. For this kit that I am making, it's like 20 pages of paint chips, and who knows, I may end up making more eventually. So I have a question for you guys and wanted a little bit of input. Do you like them like this with just the colors, or do you feel that they need the numbers? I'm not going to name all of these because that would just be super time consuming to try to think up different names for the different shades and all of that. And I'm not going to do that. But I could put numbers if that's something that you guys want. But if you are fine with just the colors, which is what I think most of us would be looking for because things get covered up anyway. Yeah, so I guess I'm just looking for input on that. So I wanted to show you because my printer is being a real big pain. I did finally get this one to print out, which is one I want to use, but I'm sure you can see all the lines. So I did not print out the whole kit because it's like 20 pages, and I was just like, I'm not even sure I'm done with it, so I'm not going to print it. But you can see, sorry, you can see the ring light, that's for sure. But there's 20 pages of all different colors of these. So like if I click on that one, you can see it's the same that I just showed you. These are just the smaller little clip of it. So anyways, I have that input. I would love if you guys could let me know, and then I'll try to get it in my shop this week, depending on what you guys want done to it. I personally just want the colors, but you know, it's going to depend on what you guys think. So all you got to do, because you can see from this, is you just cut along the sides, and that makes the paint chip like that. There's all different styles of paint chips, but these are the ones that I like because they're kind of a good tag size. So I'm just going to kind of cut one of these out, and we're going to use it for our wings prompt. I thought that would be a fun thing to do. So these aren't, if you go to my shop right now, you're not going to get these because they're not there yet. I want to see what you guys have to say about it first. Yeah, I tried scanning them, but man, they don't come out super clear. And I like when I do my own color sets like this, they're very vibrant and clear, and I like them a lot. But like I said, I'm not naming all these or changing the names on, you know, I just know it just takes forever. And then I have this Tim Holtz, it's one of his wallpaper kits, and I've just fussy cut around the flowers because I just want the flowers. So I'm going to use that. So yeah, I need to say hugs and blessings to Black Coffee and Wildflowers, Peg, Sandy, and Pat. Thank you guys so much for always commenting. Your nice comments, I appreciate it so much. You guys are just awesome. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those of you that have watched me for a long time, short time, whatever the case may be. I appreciate you all. You don't ever want to really wipe across those. I should have moved that out of the way because it'll make the lines from the ink. So, all right, I think I want the red flower at the top and the yellow one at the bottom. So see right here, you can tell that, you know, you're going to cover up some of the stuff, you know, but it just depends on the look you like or whatever, with whether to have the numbers or not. I feel like it's not going to make that big of a difference, but I want you guys to tell me, because I don't want to do them like this and then everybody's like, why didn't you put any numbers or anything on them? So yeah. Because I'm lazy. Well, I'm not really lazy, honestly. Just tedious things like that kind of make me nutty. So that's sort of why I don't do like multiple journals at the same time and all those kind of things. And then for wings, I have, this is one of my kids in costumes. It's a whole digital download that I have. I kind of did it for Halloween. A lot of the kids are in more Halloween costumes, but I also liked things like this because you could use it for Halloween, but you can also use it for whenever because it's adorable. So... but yeah, and it'll be linked in the description box below the video. Kids in costumes. This is so cute with the ladybug. And it kind of has that vintagey vibe to it, which we love, right? And her wings just went so well with this paint chip. What else? Oh, I want to look around for light, but I kind of want to put something under that. I'm not sure what. I just want some old paper. I don't think you'll be able to see that at all. Just use a little piece of this. It's nice and thin paper. So what kind of things are you guys up to? If I'm not around this week on other days, it's because I have to help my husband with the part of the house that needs painted is in a scary, scary high, majorly pitched part of the roof. And he's like, I kind of just want you to be at the bottom of the ladder to make sure the ladder doesn't slip, which I get because it's on the driveway, which is also slanted. So if I'm not here one of the days or whatever, just know that I'm just, you know, helping him do that because we want him safe. So. Because it's scary up there. That's the problem with two-story houses. My dad had a two-story house too, and my poor husband actually was when I think we were 17. My dad was repainting the house, and the very top high peak, he asked Sean if he'd be willing to go up there. So once again, I sat at the bottom of the ladder. But yeah, anyway, scary. But he did it. All right, that's going to be cute little tag. I think. I thought I had a little, oh, I did, a little piece of fabric in this check I thought might be kind of fun. Why they're sticking to me, I don't have glue on my fingers yet. They just want to stick to my fingers regardless. Let's see, what else? It needs just a little something else. And I don't know what. Trying to think what would go with that. Just a little bit of that. And then it'll get stitched around. Sorry, still struggling with some allergies. Is that time of the year for me. Fall and spring and fall, however you're supposed to say it. It's usually when they start messing with the fields close to where we live, but because it kicks up all the junk in the air. But this year, the pollen is out of control. So I love when those go flying. Very cute. And then that will get stitched around like I mentioned. So yeah, they do make really great tags. I think I'll do one more of those and then we will move on I think this one looks pretty good. Carol did her faux paint chips, which is another thing you can do, is just take, you know, 3 different colored, she used printed paper, and it was so cute because she used these kids in costumes for that too. But printed paper, and, you know, did 3 and then just left the white in between. And that was really cute. So that's another idea you can do, is make your own like faux paint chips if you want to. But they are fun. I don't know what it is. Something about just that, you know, the variation of color in the background. They're very cute. I don't totally know what I'm going to do with this one. But we're going to use that. Oh, did I want that one, or did I have a different blue? I think there was a different blue. Sorry, you just watched me cut that out. Yep, there is. I think I want this one. And the thing is about not having numbers or anything on them, you can decide if you want the dark on the bottom or on the top. So that's kind of a nice thing about not having anything else on them. But I will leave it up to you guys. It'll be majority rule. Okay, yeah, I like her wings go better with this colorway, but I thought this might be cute on there, this with those flowers. We're just gonna tear it, I think. Maybe I'll tear it like this. Had this wallpaper forever, this Tim Holtz, and I never use it. I hoard it, and I was like, you just need to use it. I think I want this top part more. She's cute as a button. Her little smiley face. And her little buns in her hair. I'll put her on here. Yeah, that'll work out well. You'll be able to see the flowers very nicely. And then I got these little sayings, but I think they're too big. I should have probably tried printing them smaller. They're from Citrus Journal Studio. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't want it to cover that up, but they would be cute if with different background things. But maybe we can use a different saying. I do like this Tim Holtz wallpaper. Why we hoard this stuff? Well, I do know, because like I mentioned last time, sometimes he quits having stuff, and so you either want to hoard it or buy extras or whatever. It's all sort of silly. Hold on just a minute. I need to blow my nose. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. You know, when nose runs, it runs. Okay, so since I stopped anyway, I went ahead and printed these 2 to a page. So that gave me a smaller size that will fit nicely. And again, those are from Citrus Journal Studio by Subby, I guess it is. They're super cute. They have the little flowers and just cute little sayings that you can use everyday type thing. Little affirmation type. And I'll put a link in the description box if I didn't say that already. She definitely has wings. Can't deny that, right? I just have a piece of lace and a little rose I'm going to put down there. So we'll put that first. And yes, weird. White lace even. It just goes so nicely with the blue. The bright blue color. Little rose. Those I got, I think Hobby Lobby is where I got those. I don't know if you can get them anywhere else because that's the only place I've gotten them. They're cute. Love Hobby Lobby. Can always find something to spend money on in there. Yeah, I'm quiet today, sorry. I don't have any big stories to talk about or anything. It's just the house painting adventures. He's gotten a lot done. It looks good, too. Much better. It was getting ick. Yeah, put it a little lower. Yeah, a little bit lower. Your smile can change the world. That's cute. So true with those kiddo smiles. Maybe. Alrighty, so that is what I have for wings, because they both have lovely wings. And I'll put fabric at the top and stitch around them, so those will be good. And then the next one was rubber stamp. And again, you can use silicone stamp or whatever. I just put rubber stamp on there to make it easier to remember, because sometimes if I pull stamp out of the bag, I'm like, was it a postage stamp? Was it a, you know, that kind of thing. So I have a guest check. I have a playing card that we're going to put like this. And you've seen me do this. I put a piece of music paper and some old sewing tissue, inked it up, and because it's a brand new card, but that just makes it look old, which I like. And then we're going to put this rose on here, but I want to stamp some stuff on the background here first. And so I'm going to have my stamp. And where did I put it? It's right here. You guys have seen this sort of, I don't know what you'd call it. Just, why can't I think of the word for those? Lord. If only I had a brain that worked like graph paper type thing. Right? kind of some in the background. Okay, that is done. So we've already used our rubber stamp, but we're also going to use a silicone stamp. This has to go on first. And I'm going to let it hang off. I'll probably trim it off. So where do I want it? It would probably work with the glue stick, but we'll just make sure it sticks. And with guest checks, I do like to leave enough so that you know it's a guest check. And that's just my own personal preference. Yeah, I think I'll cut that off. You could leave it though. It wouldn't matter if you had a pocket, that as long as it fit into the pocket, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off. Sometimes they look cool with things hanging off of them. These guest checks are a little bit thicker than some of them are just paper. And then I want that up kind of high. And this is just from an old, it's stationery, old letter. 1952. To find a not sticky spot. This is what started it all. The whole 50 stack challenge was guest checks, because I got a stack of them and there's 50 of them, and so each week I would do 2 guest checks, and then a lot of people couldn't, or didn't participate because they couldn't get guest checks, which I had no idea. So that's when I changed it to use whatever you want for the background, base, whatever. And we just started doing the prompts. And didn't matter what base you use. And then I have another piece of the letter, and I have this plain card, which you're probably not going to be able to see till I stamp it. But I got these plain card stamps. Thought they might be fun to play with. We will see what it looks like, because this is the first time I've stamped it. That whole Queen of Hearts thing. Sometimes it's good to let it set there for a minute, because it'll give you a better imprint. Oh, see, yeah, that turned out cool. I like it. And those I just got on Amazon. I'll try to remember to put them in the description box. Comes with different, there's like a king and a queen. I don't think there's anything else really. I mean, there's hearts and all that, but no other suits or anything. Or no jack, that's what I'm trying to say, no ace. Just that. I just thought they were kind of fun. Do some different stuff with that. Sorry, my printer resetting. To drive me crazy another day. Got glue all over me. Yeah, I thought these would be fun. It's the Queen of Hearts, don't you know? From Alice. Need something down there. I didn't even think of that. Other than we did use a stamp, but what else could we put on there? There's her thing again from something else I used. I'm not affiliated with her. I just like some of the things I find there. Yeah. Nope, nope. A black heart. It'd be cool if I had 2 of those, but I know I don't, because that's just random thing in this box. Already have a flower, don't want a flower. I don't know if I want a number or not. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. It doesn't, you know, mean anything. Ew, I do like a 5. I like 5s. I feel like I'm having a struggle with this one. Got these cards from Carol. I really am struggling using these. Even though I found more of them, it's like I'm still having a struggle with them. Using them. It's too much. Kind of just like the 5. I think that will work. Those are in my shop, these numbers. My Glowforge is being a pill again. It won't work again, so we're using the little laser. It's driving me crazy. And they're no help. None. Probably not my best, but it's okay. I'm having a tag day. A tag kind of a day. I do like those. I just couldn't decide what to do with it. I'm going to have to think about that and come up with something. I mean, you can make your own cards. Just found this rose and it was like, I want to use those card stamps. So I did. All right, so we have rubber stamp or silicone stamp, whatever, and wings. Wings. Where did I put my little wing girls? Oh. There they are. Wings and rubber stamp. All right, guys, I hope you enjoy this and make something fabulous, and I will chat with you again soon. Love ya. Bye.